Welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to explain one very important universal law that seems to be connected to every facet of life on Earth. It is called law of reaping and sowing. What I'm about to teach you has the potential to change your life. If you master this one principle, you can literally manifest anything in the physical world. This information is so simple and so easy to use that most adults will be turned off by its simplicity for some odd reason. Humans will value anything complicated and totally disregard anything made simple. Author and speaker William Golding once said the greatest ideas are the simplest, and that's so true. There are many universal laws, but the one I will be talking about is the law of reaping and sowing. This universal law states whatever you plant in your mind, you will eventually manifest in the outside world. The law of reaping and sowing, also known as the law of cause and effect or the law of karma, is a fundamental concept found in various philosophical, religious, and spiritual traditions. It essentially states that every action has consequences, and these consequences will eventually return to the person responsible for the action, whether in this life or in future lives. The concept is often compared to planting seeds. When you sow positive actions, you can expect positive outcomes, and when you sow negative actions, you can expect negative outcomes. It implies that the universe operates on a principle of balance and justice, ensuring that our actions come back to us in some form or another. This idea is present in different forms across cultures and belief systems. In Eastern religions like Hinduism and Buddhism, karma is a central concept, emphasizing the cycle of cause and effect and the importance of ethical behavior. Similarly, in Western philosophy and religions, there are ideas about the consequences of one's actions, such as you reap what you sow, from the Bible. It's just like planting an apple tree. You first gather rich fertile soil. You choose which apple seeds you would like to plant. You give it ample amounts of water and sunlight, and when the time is right, and the season is set, that seed has to sprout into a mighty apple tree. The same goes with your life, except the soil is your mind, the seeds are your thoughts, the water is your actions, and the sun is your feelings. One thing I can guarantee: if you plant any idea in your mind, and feel as if it's already yours, and work steadily towards it, it has to manifest. It has no choice, because it's a law. But then you say, if that's the case, then why is it that most people don't get what they want in life? And it's simple. Most people don't get what they want because they are trained to focus and think about the things they don't want. You might have heard the expression energy flows, where attention goes, whatever you focus on expands, is true. Everything is energy, and all energy attracts similar energy. You can't put out negative energy and expect positive results. You can't plant apple seeds and expect oranges. Likewise, you can't dwell on failure and produce a successful result. If you are constantly thinking about the things you don't want to happen or the things you fear, you are planting that seed, and based on the universal law of reaping and sowing, it must germinate. The mind or human consciousness seems to be literally connected to the fabric of reality. Think about something long enough and strong enough, and it has no choice but to eventually appear. Quantum physics gives credence to this idea. Time and time again, the double-slit experiment has proved that a conscious observer is literally creating reality. There are 6 words that I want you to memorize and stamp on your heart. These words will remind you to straighten up and think right. These words are: you become what you think about. You become what you think about. The reason why I am confident in telling you this is because this information completely transformed my life. Someone told me the exact words I'm telling you. When I realized that my mind was a garden, I began to plant only the things that I wanted. I was informed that the most important thing was that I knew exactly what I wanted. So I began to write down all the things I desired one by one. I began to imagine my dream life. I wrote down exactly what I wanted in crystal clear detail mind. When I first set out to create this list, I had no money. I was living in a 1-bedroom 1-bath apartment, surrounded by debt and late bills. I was working a job that I hated, serving political bosses, but I knew if I could successfully plant these ideas in my mind, they will have to manifest. So every day I would look at my goal list and visualize my life going according to that list. I would say affirmations that complemented each goal. I drummed each idea into my head. I would imagine what it would feel like to have each goal accomplished. I visualized my goal so much that at times it was hard to tell what was real and what was imaginary. I lived into my imagination. My mindset changed, and before I knew it, things started happening around me. I started attracting the people, opportunities, and ideas that helped me accomplish the goals that I set out. Some of these goals took 2 months to manifest, while others took more time. See, one thing that we have to remember is that things manifest in divine timing. There are different seasons and cycles to life. There is a season for sowing, and there is also a season for reaping. You can't rush the process. What I discovered was the process actually helps you to develop the skills that will manifest your future goals. You actually evolved as a person while going through the process. You push to do things that you never thought you could do. Once your goals get embedded into your subconscious mind, you feel almost compelled to take action. Thoughts always precedes action, and no goal is ever manifested without action. Since your mind is a garden, weeds tend to sprout up from time to time. The weeds are your negative thoughts. Thoughts of failure, thoughts of doubts, but unlike your apple trees, we sprout up automatically. See, since we live in a world that is obsessed with drama and negative energy, we tend to subconsciously pick up on these negative vibrations. So every morning, tend to your garden, pluck up any thoughts that don't serve you, find the weeds, and dig them up by the root. Remember, a successful gardener always cultivates their land. Cultivate your mind for success, happiness, prosperity, kindness, forgiveness, love, opulence. Understanding gratitude, abundance, and watch those seeds sprout and manifest in your life. Life is a constant reaping and sowing. What you give, you receive the energy. You put out is what you get back. How you treat others is how you'll eventually be treated. What you say about others will be said about you. As Florence Scovel Shinn would say, the game of life is the game of boomerangs. Our thoughts, deeds, and words return to us sooner or later with astounding accuracy. If you master this simple law, you will be able to create happiness in all areas of your life. One thing that you have to remember: your thoughts are seeds, and your mind is fertile land. The mind doesn't care what you plant in it. It will always yield results. You can plant vegetables, or you can plant weeds. You can plant wealth, or you can plant poverty. You can plant misery, or you can plant happiness. It's all up to you, because you are always reaping what you sow. The law of reaping and sowing serves as a reminder to be mindful of our thoughts, words, and actions, as they can have far-reaching consequences. By understanding this principle, individuals are encouraged to act with kindness, compassion, and responsibility, promoting a more positive and harmonious existence, both for themselves and others around them. Remember this law, and also remember, we support your dreams.